three-minute rounds on deck. Austin Tadlock in the blue corner, Mark Juarez in the red. And here we go.
Nice block and good return. Those pay dividends.
Seemed like Austin Tadlock there being the taller, longer fighter. He's taking control of the center of the cage here and utilizing his range there with his jabs, setting up those kicks to the leg.
And one thing that Mark was doing a pretty good job of was blocking those head kicks and then returning with a 1-2 of his own. I want to see him throw a little bit more with, he's ducking down and throwing his punches, and they're coming up short.
Yeah, you never just want to sit there and let a guy, get warmed up and start just wailing on him with a whole bunch of punches. Anytime if you get hit, fire back.
Mark has landed a number of shots to the body of his opponent. Some good kicks and punches.
And there we go.
Which body shots?
Mark initiates that initial takedown attempt, but Austin there defends it.
Big knees to the thigh.
Very good on Austin for turning that into an opportunity for him to get some good strikes off. A lot of people underestimate how nice it is to be kneeing someone in the back of their hamstring.
Yeah, because that's one of those areas that, you don't really condition for. Yeah, everybody conditions their shins and, conditions their abs and stuff like that, but who really conditions the back of their legs, the back of their thighs?
Yeah, and it's like you really can't. There's only so many strikes you can take there. So once you keep getting hit there, it really starts to pay dividends for the aggressor. Because later on, who knows, Mark may not be able to move as well.
Exactly.
But it doesn't seem like it affected him too much. But right now, we need Mark to press just a little bit more because he's letting Austin kind of unload on him right now.
Yeah,
that's a good counter jab.
Yeah, you don't want somebody to get, warmed up too much and start to feel themselves out, start to build that confidence in there. You want somebody to be a little bit scared. Yup.
Some good little dirty boxing there. I'd like to see him do that a little bit more.
That jab's finding a home.
There we go. Austin staying in there, though. That was a nice little slip and rip. I like that.
There you go. Great first round there by both of those fighters. Standing in there in the pocket, getting stuff done there. Neither one of them are afraid to throw down today.
So interesting when a very basic strike like a jab is so effective.
Simple. That's all it takes. A simple jab. Like I mentioned before in the previous fight with Giancarlo, a lot of these amateur guys throw a lot of looping punches and coming around, looking for that knockout. But these two fighters here, especially when it comes to Austin Tadlock here being the taller, longer, rangier fighter, is definitely doing a good job of utilizing that jab, just straight down the pipe. Jab, 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 leg kick. And then Mark, anytime that he's coming back, he's letting that simple jab cross straight down the middle of his own.
Jabs are so useful. I mean, as we've seen GSP, he broke Josh Koscheck's orbital just jabbing him up.
Exactly.
Made a whole career out of it. And with those 4-ounce gloves on, those jabs hurt.
Oh, yeah.
And he already got right back to it.
Yeah, Austin is picking up where he left off with those leg kicks.
Austin is tough. He doesn't stop throwing.
But now in this second round, I'm seeing a lot more activity out of here from Mark Juarez now. He's definitely biting down on that mouth. Oh. And Austin initiates the takedown here.
Now it would be very good for Mark to get off the fence and then start pressing Austin. He shot on him first. Now he's good on Austin.
Again, let's see if Austin hits up with those knees to the back of the thigh again.
Oh.
Great reversal by Mark.
Especially in the second round here. Now, both of these guys are slippery and stuff like that, so moves like that are definitely able to happen as the sweat is, is on you, dripping off of you.
Mark was very pointedly targeting the body every opportunity that he gets. And so I was just thinking, like, if they can get it to the ground and get a little bit of energy expended there, that could land in his favor.
Yes, definitely.
Ooh, that was a nice little slip right. I feel like Mark is really starting to find his rhythm on the feet, yeah. And the jab is great for range finding.
Yeah, Mark has realized he has to not just stand in the pocket, but slip there and rip back to the body, slip and rip back to the head.
And that jab is going to be his best weapon against an opponent like Austin. So I'd like to see him get back to it. Dipping his head down, staying protected, and nice jab right up the middle. Nice right hand. He needs to follow up after that.
Yeah, anytime that Austin is going in for the kick, that's the perfect opportunity for Mark there to land his big, hard overhand right, his big, hard cross down the middle.
Austin doing great having the seat belt. Now he's working for the single leg. Now Mark has 15 seconds to start working. I'd say he just needs to hit. Don't go for anything else. Just hit him. And for Austin, Mark's got a gas tank on him, though. If you look at Austin in the corner versus Mark, Mark's barely breathing.
Yeah, you can definitely see it here. Austin Tadlock is big, heavy breaths out of his corner. He's leaning back. You can see his abdomen flexing in and out. Whereas Mark, he looks like, just another day at the gym for him.
Mark's a grinder, man.
All right, here we go.
I'll say Austin kind of reminds me of the Brad Pitt's character from Fight Club a little bit.
Oh, yeah. He's got the scruffy hair.
Yeah. If he was blonde, you would.
Very gritty.
Yeah. That was a nice kick.
Both of these guys got to come after it. As I say, it was 1-1, and I think both of them in their corners, they know it. This third round here, whoever wins this third round is going to win the fight.
It looked like whenever the fight went to the ground, it was really an advantage of Mark. But he did not fare poorly on his feet by any means.
Yep. And now see,
Mark
is getting his rhythm here. He's backing Austin up. Now he's utilizing his jab. Now he's utilizing his range, ripping high, low, high, low. Boom, what a wonderful, beautiful knee to the body.
And this is where Mark needs to be. Just be right in his face. Keep that constant pressure. He's got a gas tank. He's not going to get tired. So just pour it on him.
Especially 2 minutes here. Looks like Austin is hanging on for. Oh, he reversed it back now. It seems now as Austin's beautiful jab and technique is sort of going out the window now. He's a little bit tired. His hands are dropping a little bit lower than they were before. Still utilizing that leg kick. But now he's not throwing as much activity as he was before in that first round.
And if I'm Mark, I would kind of just get some strikes knees to the chest, knees to the stomach, and then break off and start hitting again. Now he needs to drive his shoulders into his opponent's armpits to keep that Kimura from doing anything. But he's out of it now.
And Austin Tadlock pops right back up. Less than a minute here, so all that energy Mark, utilized to get Austin to the ground, he gets right back up, and now they're in the center of the cage again.
Mark is doing a great job in defending those kicks and staying in there and hitting. It's paid dividends. He started doing it in the first round, and now in the third round, it's still working, and it's working even more effectively.
Mark here utilizing, trying to find those shots in there for that ground and pound. Austin needs to be mindful as he tries to get him not to give up his back.
But what Austin needs to do is just push on those knees a little bit. Try to go back to guard.
Last 10 seconds here. Looks like Mark would finish the round out on top. And that's it, 3 rounds in the books. So Austin Tadlock definitely came out as the more aggressor in that first round there, but Mark was able to do a great job coming out of great corner, coming out of great gym and Fusion XL camp there, was able to make those adjustments in between rounds 1 and 2. Round 2, I believe he won with the takedown. Then round 3, he definitely got the job done there again. Punches to the body and as well as his wrestling.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards, and they've awarded your winner by way of unanimous decision, Mark Juarez.
Yep, and just like I anticipated, Mark Juarez getting the job done there with the unanimous decision, improves his record to 5-2.